Beauregard Rippy. It's in the middle of September, Wednesday evening. I'm on my way to a car show, and there's a historical homestead here in Westerville. I thought I would swing by real quick. Beautiful pond. They have a catappa tree here by the pond and a weeping willow tree. The grounds are really lush, and they have stuff marked here. But a quick overview of it. Westerville City Parks, I think they call it, so yeah, what's your first impression? There's a very sexy sycamore, yeah. So there's a couple people still in the office, looks like till 6, and then from what I saw, some of the better flowers I've seen this year. They do a lot of weddings and things here, from my understanding, but this year was different because of the whatever, and they have it all documented here. And then they would have made their own bricks, I suppose, here, not too far from here, back in the 1800s. It dates to the late 1800s. So the farmhouse, this is a smokehouse, and this over here is, they're saying, a hen house, and even a pre-1900 little thing to go down under. Slate roof back here on the additions. Yeah, they're saying that the outhouse was from the 1800s. Very large walnut tree there. So they're calling this a smokehouse, but I'm not seeing where it's really cold smoke, and everything has new steel roofs on it from what I'm seeing. The barn has this big, this is a good shot from it back here. They're calling that a carriage house. It's pretty large and in charge. Slash butcher, they call it. Hen house. A school bell here is hanging pretty close. I missed that, didn't I? Some central air conditioning. This is a wheelchair ramp. Okay. There's a school bell. I was standing right by it. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. It's in black. The smokehouse, dated 1870. Yeah. I'm not sure. Would you salt when you butcher them? It's hard to tell. You need to come out and check your chickens in the morning. There's walking trails. Pretty high class neighborhood here, guys. And John Kasich announced he was running for president in this barn. It's kind of why I'm stopping. He lives just up the street, and we'll drive by his house, going to the car show. This looks kind of more like a smokehouse in a way from them. I don't know. It could have been a lot of things. Built halfway into the ground too, like for a root cellar. 1800s. They would have made their own brick right here, guys. That's like almost a glazed brick from back east Ohio. So we got it where there's not real busy. And then when they have weddings and stuff here, they don't want people just hobnobbing around. You got to respect the events that they have. So this is more of these little buildings. That's the outhouse there. It's pretty large. Must be a 4-holer or something. Hen house. You get turned around here. The barn. Milk house. They're calling this a milk house. And I wondered how that would be. But yeah, check out that carriage house, man. Chimney in there. That would be almost for the farm hands' quarters, I would say. They're calling this a milk house. That almost looks like a chicken shed. Busy Cleveland Avenue right here. Another sycamore tree. Kind of wondered if the house was facing that way, and I think it was. In this barn. That's where John Kasich announced he was running for governor, and then 8 years later that he was running for president, and Ohio got suckered into voting for him over Trump. Even for governor, we should have kicked him to the curb. Him and him, Lehman Brothers friends should have been all put in prison, in my opinion. But what happens? It's like a turd. You flush it down and it pops right back up. Nice lookout with the windmill on top of that guy. Pretty functional, I would say, of some kind. Worthington Industries here in Worthington, Ohio. Westerville. Not far from Worthington Industries. One of his places. They had quite a few of them throughout, I think maybe the world. I know there's steel here that goes to Shanghai. And that's through, John Kasich was a NAFTA signer when he was a congressman. I think that's kind of a guess on that milk house thing. Could have been a lot of things. But this is the barn. And you can even rent a house for up to 30 people. The outhouse, and I'm not all sure what they have here. They probably have some pretty good food. So, for this being the carriage house, this looks like where you had your team of horses. And maybe you brought them up here and dressed them. I'm not sure. I don't know what to think. I've only been here once. I don't want to be quick to judge. The barns, that one's built into the hill. This one's built on the surface. And that looks like where your horse stalls would be. Double doors to the 1800s, the pergola or whatever. Not sure what they were thinking here. And the house, and the chicken house. And Rosedale Farm, I thought that name was kind of cool. Wondering what's going on. And the family, Everal, 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 Everal Historic Farm. On my way to the car show, Beauregard Rippy. But yeah, that's the barn that people rent out when they have a big news. Nice steel roof, modern day with the lightning rods everywhere, and I'm sure it's a pretty high class type of a place for a wedding or something. Have plenty of parking and everything. I think they said there was 50 acres. It's next to the waterworks. I think I got a whiff of some septic being treated somewhere or another. Pretty beautiful farm. I'm glad they don't have much of a park system here, I don't think, so this is a big deal. That this isn't a big outlet store or something. So yeah, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around what's going on. And wonder what this was, this mound. This is a lot along the Olentangy, Alum Creek. There was a lot of Indian battles fought here and everything. A lot of movement along the rivers in between the Scioto and the Olentangy. So it was kind of the Wild West in the 1800s when this place was in operation. Thanks for watching, everyone. Everal Farm, middle of September.